Childcare. I've got two young boys, and it's the rates for looking after them are going up, and we're putting one in school, but the other one's going into a childminder. It's even more expensive. So those things really.
To lay out what you need, so essentials every single day.
All right.
And then if you have you obviously need a social life, you need time to go out with your friends. So having a budget and understanding what you need to spend from most important to least important.
Seek help. Seek help. Look for local groups, food banks, food pantries. Seek help. That's what I would say. Don't struggle alone. Seek help from many organisations.
Food, gas bills, electric, all the things you need to live.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a very important topic that affects all of us, and that is high cost of living. As the economy constantly changing, it's becoming more and more difficult to keep up with rising prices of everyday essentials, such as groceries, rent, gas, electric. So I decided to hit the streets and ask some people how they're coping with high cost of living, and hopefully we can get good feedback that we can all benefit from. Let's go. How are you coping with high cost of living?
I think it's a challenge, to be honest. We've just had to remortgage this year, and it's going up by £300 a month. And it's just, everybody's being hit by these unknown quantities. I think you get stuck in that situation, and then you've just got to either get really close to the zero line or go in beyond it and become financially in debt. And I don't know what's going to happen to the country, really. It's quite concerning.
And what is the number one thing that's taking a significant portion of your income?
Childcare. I've got two young boys, and it's the rates for looking after them are going up, and we're putting one in school, but the other one's going into a childminder. It's even more expensive. So those things really.
Oh,
yeah, and the mortgage.
Of course, the mortgage.
Food as well. To be honest, I think food is one thing that everybody's seeing going up. It's across the board. Everything's just twice as expensive all of a sudden. We're eating less because of it.
All right. Have you discovered any strategies that, to mitigate these challenges?
No.
No. Yeah. Have you not got any advice for someone that potentially out there is struggling with how to manage or how to cope with high cost of living? Any advice?
I think we're just trying to be really strict about what treats we give ourselves, which is really hard to do because you get to the end of a hard working day, you want to drink, you want to chill out a bit.
Yeah.
But for me, I think I've wanted to get fit this year, and intermittent fasting is actually cutting lunch out.
Right.
So that's a cost that I'm not doing anymore. So in a sense, that's one win.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know. It's different for everybody, isn't it?
How are you coping with high cost of living?
I think it benefits because I'm a student, and also I'm able to be at home and not pay for rent or pay for food. So my dad helps me out a lot. I'll say that's the main thing.
What is the number one thing that's taking a significant portion of your income?
I would say for me it would be paying for accommodation, but that's covered by student rent anyway.
Right.
And then probably food and going out.
So have you discovered any strategies to mitigate these challenges?
I think definitely having a budget. If you go on Excel and then list everything that you spend money on, or having a budget aside for every month, making sure that you're within budget and not overspend, and just keeping track of everything as well.
Have you got any advice for someone out there who's struggling with in these times, and any advice on how they can mitigate the challenges?
I think advice would be to lay out what you need, so essentials every single day.
All right.
And then if you have you obviously need a social life, you need time to go out with your friends. So having a budget and understanding what you need to spend from most important to least important.
How are you coping with high cost of living?
Well, I think it's terrible, the price of food. And it's not just me that I'm worried about, it's everybody else that I'm worried about, really, in my area where I live in Harpurhey. It's not good. People, it's all right now, the sun's shining for the last 3 weeks, but you don't have to switch the heating on, but I don't want to put the oven on and I don't want to put the kettle on, so I can't be the only one.
All right. What is the number one thing that taking a significant portion of your income?
Food. Yeah, definitely food. And I don't like cooking.
I'm sure you're not the only one.
No, so no, it is serious, but it is food. I think the cost of living is food and the price of heating.
Yeah. Have you discovered any strategies to mitigate these challenges?
Not really. Like I said, don't put the kettle on, don't put the oven on. Limit the heating, but the sunshine.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's it, really. Yeah. All right.
And have you got any advice for someone out there who's struggling with high cost of living, or like how they can live? How can they survive? I'll say.
Seek help. Seek help. Look for local groups, food banks, food pantries. Seek help. That's what I would say. Don't struggle alone. Seek help from many organisations.
How are you coping with high cost of living?
Tough at the moment, it's tough. Everything's getting dearer, food's getting dearer, fuel, gas, electric.
Definitely.
Yeah. Businesses are feeling it as well, so they can't pay you the overtime. I mean, it's a lot of it.
So what is the number one thing that's taking a significant portion of your income?
Food, gas bills, electric, all the things you need to live.
So what's your advice to someone out there who's struggling?
Hold on and just keep. Let's hope for the gas and electrics are going down in the future. Let's hope food follows it.
How are you guys coping with high cost of living?
Not very well, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. To be honest, like as a student, it's just not great, is it? Bills, water, electricity, and then obviously, yeah.
I mean, I live at home, and even then, because like helping out with family, it's not that
You just
helpful.
have to eat out less. Spend less money on clothes, and you cope with the high cost of living, wouldn't you?
I don't think it's even that. Like everywhere you go, it's like just high cost. Like everything, even if it's like the smallest thing, like groceries, it's a price increase. Like even Aldi, like you go for a normal shop, something that you would have paid £20, you're now paying 30. You know what I mean? Like that £10 difference is like, oh, actually, what's going on?
All right. So what is the number one thing that taking a significant portion of your income?
Food.
Yeah, food and rent and electricity bills.
All right. Have you guys discovered any strategies to mitigate these challenges?
I've been trying to budget lately. I don't know if that's working very well, but I have been trying.
Like kind of like a portion of like my income every month I just like put away, and I'm like, right, this is specifically for electricity, water and stuff, and like, right, that's it. That's all I'll spend on like that certain specific category, and then you know,
And kind of making sure you have a minimum amount of that you wouldn't go past. Like say you can't go past £100, you always need to have £100 in your bank account. You don't go less than that. Having that helps.
Let's say, have you got any advice for someone out there who's struggling?
I'd say prioritize, like, and don't feel like you have to budget completely. Like, I know that costs are high and stuff, but always keep like, also leave like a money aside to treat yourself, but prioritize what you're spending on, because I think a lot of people don't take into consideration where they're actually spending their money. So yeah.
What about you?
just like lay it all out, you know what I mean? Like you get like, I don't know, if you earn like £500 a month, right, you really like to a penny budget it all out and do not exceed that. But if you do, then you have to like take a hit the next month, do you know what I mean? So
Do not exceed the limit. You got it. Do not exceed the limit.
Yeah, I think that's very big. That's very important.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate your comments.